Welcome back everybody to another predictions video. It's week 6 of the Premier League for the 2022-2023 season. We're recording this on Wednesday evening. There's about, 5-6 matches left to play in this game week, which is game week 5. Unfortunately, Thursday evening, Friday evening, we've got a lot of business that we've got to attend to. So this video is being recorded a little bit early, which means we haven't got the up-to-date leaderboard and the winners for game week 5, but I'll see if I can put those in a community post. But for the time being, let's just get down to business.
Okay, so as it is Wednesday, the match is going to start very soon. We're going to have to fly through these quickly. So first up, we got at midday on Saturday, Merseyside derby, Everton, Liverpool.
Why midday, dear oh dear?
Stupid time. I mean, it happens with a lot of derbies because of police and everything.
It's 12, but yeah.
Yeah, with police and everything, but I don't know about this one. Liverpool, of course, 9-0. We won't mention any more about that. And Everton, well, draw at this rate. They can't score and they can't seem to get wins. Well, they did draw against Leeds last night, but yeah, it should be Liverpool's. This one I'm going to go 4-0 Liverpool.
Yeah, I agree. I think this will be a victory to Liverpool, which will only be their second victory in the league. They've climbed up to the heady heights of 12th in the Premier League. Everton, even though they were getting smashed in the first 2 games of the season, well, smashed 1-0 by Chelsea and 2-1 by Villa. They're not conceding that many. However, a Liverpool team that was rampant, setting or equaling a Premier League record with 9 goals. I can see them hitting 3 past this Toffees outfit, and I can see Liverpool winning this one 3-1. Moving on to the first of the 3 o'clock kickoffs, we've got Brentford coming up against Leeds, another draw specialist. 2 on the bounce now for Brentford against Crystal Palace. For a little bit unfortunate, I think they hit the bar in that match, although Crystal Palace would be probably aggrieved that they didn't win that game either. Leeds squandered a lead, I think it was, against Everton to end up all 1. So Brentford draw, Leeds draw. I can see a draw in this one, so I'm going to go for Brentford 1, Leeds 1.
I'm actually going to edge Leeds on this one. I think with the starts of the season they've had, I think they're going to push it a good start. Brentford, they've been okay. I don't know why. Leeds, I think, are just going to go away there and grind out a point, to be honest. I'm going to say 2-1. Never thought I'd be saying that one.
I think Bamford is nearing full fitness as well.
Yeah, well, I don't rate Bamford at all. Anyway, not at all. Anyway, moving on. Next, we've got Chelsea against West Ham. Now, West Ham not having the best starts of the season. However, they did win last time around, didn't they, against Aston Villa? But then again, that is Villa, and they're facing the Chelsea side who are a little bit meh at the moment. I don't know which way this is going to go, but something does concern me about Chelsea, and I reckon West Ham will grind out 1-0.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. All London affair, of course. Chelsea losing their last match away against Southampton. Tuchel will want a response, and he probably will. Raheem Sterling getting amongst the goals now. I think he's scored some 3 in the last 2 matches. So I fancy Chelsea at home. They're getting recruits in. I don't think Fofana, if he actually signs in time, will be ready for this fixture. Reece James was a bit of a miss for them against Southampton. So I fancy Chelsea on their home turf to win this one 2-0. We then continue on to the Newcastle versus Crystal Palace match. Crystal Palace, for all their endeavour and enthusiasm and everything, has only won once out of their 5 fixtures thus far, and Newcastle themselves kind of stuttering. We're not sure what the outcome of this evening's match is, but prior to this evening they drew 3 matches on the trot, and I think this one will end up all square as well. I'm going to go 1-1. I think Crystal Palace will do well up in the North East, especially if St Maximin's out.
Exactly, yeah. Palace up a little bit up and down, to be honest, but I don't know why I've really been fancying Newcastle as of late, with the way they've been playing. Still undefeated, of course. St Maximin's superb, just in general superb at Newcastle, so I'm going to go 2-1 to the Geordies. Anyway, next up we've got Nottingham Forest against Bournemouth. Now, Bournemouth parting ways with Scott Parker earlier this week. It wasn't because of the 9-0, which a lot of people are saying. There has been a lot of people know the real reason now. So yeah, well, I mean, it happened with Ragnick last season, didn't he? Pretty much called out what was going on behind the scenes there, which I don't blame him at all. But anyway, Nottingham Forest slowly grinding into the season. They need a few games like Bournemouth where they are the favourites. I mean, they've had a tough start to the season, Forest,
and they're playing Man City this evening too.
Exactly. So
you never know, they could win that.
May very well well could, but that's a very, very difficult run. So I reckon Forest will have this 2-0.
Yeah, I'm going to go exactly the same as you, Nathan. I think, okay, Bournemouth might have that non-managerial bounce because nobody's looking after them. Probably they got a caretaker manager. Sorry, not researching on who's running the Cherries outfit at the moment. But yeah, I'm going to go exactly the same as you. I think Forest, okay, they got a lot of new recruits, but I fancy them at home at the City Ground to win this one 2-0. Maybe Neco Williams will get a goal. Moving on then, we've got Spurs coming up against Fulham. Fulham surprising everybody.
Very, very.
They've only been defeated once this season, and that was away against Arsenal.
I did say they'd have a good season, to be fair, didn't I, in the predictions?
They're going away to Arsenal's bitter rivals in Spurs, and I think Spurs will come away with a victory in this one. Kane scoring for fun at the moment. Kulusevski looks good. Perisic looks like he's settled in fairly well, weighing in with the assists and everything. Whether he'll play in this one, I'm not too sure, because Champions League and all that sort of thing next week. So I'm going to go for a 3-1 victory to Spurs. I fancy Mitrovic to get another one in, especially against that Spurs rear guard.
Interesting. I actually think it's going to be quite narrow, to be fair, and then Spurs just nicking it in the end. Fulham, it'll be interesting to see how they turn in a massive game against particular Spurs. You could sort of cancel out Liverpool and Arsenal as well. Liverpool didn't really turn up on the day, and Arsenal I thought were very good, but this is another opportunity for them, so I'm going to go 1-0 Spurs, I think. Anyway, moving on next, we've got Wolves against Southampton. Southampton having a very, very up and down start to the season, but up in 7th though after that very good win against Chelsea yesterday. Did not expect that. It is early days, and they're coming up against a Wolves side. Wolves, they are actually in action tonight, I believe, against Bournemouth. But they've had a patchy start to the season, but some tough fixtures there. Leeds, Fulham, Tottenham, Newcastle. So don't really know what to say about them so far, but I think they'll be able to grind some against Southampton. I think Southampton will go in with a bit too much confidence on the weekend, so 1-0 Wolves.
1-0 Wolves. Yeah, Wolves, big problem at the moment, scoring goals, putting the ball in the onion bag.
1 goal.
I watched them against Spurs, and they looked very good in that first half. Could have scored 1 or 2 more than they did. I fancy them at home against Southampton, even though Southampton had a very, very, very good result against Chelsea. So, tight match, 1-0 to the Wolves for me in this one. Then we move on to the tea time fixture on Saturday, where we've got Aston Villa coming up against Manchester City. Gerrard, could he be the next managerial sacking?
I think they'll hang on to him for a bit longer.
Yeah, I think they will as well. Coming up against Manchester City side, firing on all cylinders, looking really good. Second in the table. Haaland looks an absolute beast in front of goals. The way defenders are bouncing off him, the way he's putting and finding space in the area to score goals and everything. I'm going to go for a Manchester City away win, and I'm going to go 3-0 in this one.
Yeah, I've gone exactly the same. It's going to be very comprehensive. I think Villa will struggle, and Haaland's just on fire, which is just ridiculous. Anyway, moving on. Next, we've got the 2 o'clock on Sunday between Brighton and Leicester. Now, Leicester rooted right down to the foot of the table, having a torrid time at the moment, and that's a spoiler for later on in the video. But Brighton, yeah, they're having a fairly solid start to the season, grinding out draws, getting quite good wins as well. I mean, wins against Man United, Leeds, West Ham, that's very good. Losing to Fulham last time around though,
but that surprised me.
With the way that Leicester have been, I can see Brighton edging it 1-0.
1-0. Well, Leicester do seem to score goals. I think they will get one away against Brighton. Okay, Lewis Dunk stuck a ball in his own net last night, didn't he? Away against Fulham, Mitrovic, or blah. But at home, I fancy Brighton on the south coast. Leicester all over the shop at the moment, not getting any rhythm in their play. They are scoring, but can't win, can they, at the moment? 3 defeats and 1 draw at the time of recording. Brighton 2, Leicester 1 for me. And the final fixture of this game, week 6, sees Manchester United taking on Arsenal. Massive game. This used to be in the late 90s, early 2000s title challenges and all that. Manchester United turning the corner. I'm not sure how they're doing this evening. They're up against Leicester away, so you'd expect to get some kind of result. Arsenal though, flamboyant,
superb,
flirtatious in front of goal, and fabulous.
I did not think we would be saying that a few years ago.
They are playing Villa tonight. You know that may change. They've just kicked off, in fact. But I think tight game because Manchester United they will take a lot of heart out of recent results, but I fancy Arsenal. Odegaard looks amazing. Martinelli's pulling strings on the left and right hand side of attack. Zinchenko's out probably for this one, but I fancy Arsenal just to sneak this 2-1.
Interesting. Yeah, I think this is Arsenal's game as well, but I actually think they're going to keep a clean sheet against Man United. I'm going to go 2-0 Arsenal. Superb at the moment to continue their unbeaten start to the season and to keep them top of the league.
Fantastic. That concludes our predictions for week 6 of this 2022-2023 prediction show. As usual, I'll leave a template of these fixtures in the description. If you'd like to play along at home, then leave your predictions as a comment, or as a lot of people are doing, over probably almost 100 of you now are going over to the Superbru website and leaving your predictions there. As I said earlier, I'll leave the top scorers in a community post probably sometime on Thursday or Friday. But thanks for joining us. Nathan, what's happening this weekend?
Before we do anything, who's going to be next to go?
Already? Scott Parker's gone.
Parker's gone.
Also at the bar, I don't know, Leicester. You're probably going to say Brenda.
Yeah, I'm saying Brenda.
Me, I don't know. If Aston Villa continue to lose games over the next 2-3 game weeks, then maybe Mr. Gerrard's position could be in jeopardy there.
Fantastic. Apart from that, Luton vlog was up from yesterday, absolutely shocking. We won't be at Millwall away this weekend, which is annoying because we're out on that day. But the next one will be next Saturday, which is a home vlog, so subscribe channel link in description below. Thanks for joining us once again, guys. We're off now to watch the Premier League on Wednesday evening, and I've got to edit this video as well. You've got to edit. Yeah, I've got to edit it yesterday.
We're busy. We're down to business on a Thursday and a Friday night. We'll see you all in the next video.
I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, yeah.